Hello, friends and fellow adventurers. Alex Reid here, your guide to the Lands of Manassas and the DM for Cocked, a real play RPG podcast. Welcome to the 26th episode of our campaign, and thank you for following our party who have found a couple reasons to stay together for the time being. This week, we catch up with the party as they are waking up after a long night of watches, which led to some interesting information about the usurpers of Evorgos. Alfred has just flown off in search of fish from a nearby stream, and Braca just heard Alfred's wings as he took flight. Before we resume with the party, let's go around the table and ask our players a question to learn more about the characters they are playing. So, without further delay, this week's question will be: is your character more likely to ask for permission or forgiveness?
Hey guys, this is Jessica. Couldn't. Hey guys, this is Jessica Reid. I play Kadie, a dragonborn fighter. Kadie is more going to ask for permission. She has not come into her own to really have the confidence to ask for just like do something to ask for forgiveness later. Maybe others disagree, but I feel like she's more of a "hey, is this okay?" kind of thing instead of a "let's go do this" and then.
No, I was averting my eyes. I didn't want to look at you because I could feel you were looking right at me, and I didn't want you to. I agree. I totally agree. I think she definitely is one to ask for permission. So. Hi, this is Alex Groves. I play Agard, the Firbolg Druid. And Agard, I don't think it's consciously, like he's not like, I'm just going to do what I want, but he kind of just reacts. So he's definitely one that's going to ask for forgiveness. And again, it's not like he's just going to go off and do whatever he wants all the time, but I think he proves that he does because he's still, again, young and a little, I don't know what that word is. Impetuous?
What, naive or something?
Okay, asshole.
Hey, look.
No, he just, he's definitely going to be one, at least for now in his life, going to ask for forgiveness later.
Yeah.
Like, someone that has a phobia of dragons.
I mean, he's still learning like the social cues too.
100%.
100%.
Like,
oh, this is fine.
Hi, I'm Reggie Morris. I play Braca Ultim. Hi, Reggie. Braca wouldn't really ask for permission, or he wouldn't ask for permission depending on what it is. If it's something that's gonna, be like a dramatic decision or something like that, he'd ask for permission, probably just by like his closest allies, like Agard, Kadie, or Ebron. Forgiveness, he doesn't really care if somebody doesn't forgive him or does. It's not forgiveness. In Braca's eyes, forgiveness isn't for the person; it's for the person doing the forgiving and whatnot. So it doesn't really matter if he gets forgiven or not.
I like that.
Makes sense.
True to his character.
We now resume as Reggie, aka Braca Ultim, rolled a nat 20 for his perception check as Alfred flew off to find breakfast.
Hearing that, Braca will kind of jump awake and just look around. Just look at Agard. Are we still going to go to the north?
We are. Alfred's going to go see if he can find some food. He said there's a stream where he may be able to find some fish. We'll get a meal in and wait till the sun is higher in the sky. But then I think your idea of seeing what's north of town is best. We'll venture there next.
Did you gain any new knowledge last night from your watch?
Well, we did see the patrols on the outside of the city. They did not come this close to us, but they were sticking to the walls, outside of the walls of the city. We did notice a commotion. I did fly briefly into town to see what it was, and it looks as though perhaps our poison wine may have had some effect. There were several goblins that they were trying to get inside buildings that were very sick, throwing up. So it could have helped us. So we'll see if it did or not. So
that's good news. Yeah. That's probably just a one-time thing, though.
Certainly.
So I highly doubt they're gonna attempt to drink the other tainted barrels.
I'm hoping that they were gluttonous enough to drink as much as they could last night before the effects. But I do appreciate your help with that. That was, I think that could have helped us.
So about 20 minutes pass before Alfred returns.
Brock is going to do his experimental elixir. I rolled a 1 and I got a healing tonic.
Okay.
So Brocker just makes this like essentially like ruby red elixir. It has like kind of like a weak shimmer to it when it's inside the vial.
So Alfred left camp, went to the stream. He returns about 20 minutes later, and as he lands, he doesn't say anything. You don't see anything in his claws.
I know what's going to happen.
And he just opens his mouth, and about 10 fish fall out.
Well,
And he's like, I caught 10 fish. He's like, I didn't have a net or anything to bring them back, so I just I brought them back. But I mean, I already ate,
Thank you.
and these were left over.
Now, when he does it, it's not like he regurgitates it up.
No, they
It's
were just
kinda-
they were sitting in
okay,
his
okay.
mouth. Yeah, he
Well,
was,
the
that was
fire will
transport.
take care of anything.
Yeah, I mean, technically.
Yeah.
purge the unclean.
So you guys have 10 fish to split amongst each other for the morning. I'm assuming Brocco's
Brock.
not even going to wait for it to get cooked. He's just going to throw it
Yes,
in
he
whole.
would.
And it's already lubed up, too. It's
It
going
was
to slide
in-
right down.
Oh my god!
You basically just French-kissed Alfred.
Oh.
How
my God.
big are the fish?
I mean, they're good size.
Well, what's a
Okay,
good
I'm
size?
sorry. 2 foot, 8 foot.
Yeah. What's a good size?
They're like the size. I'd say like 18 inches.
Oh, okay, so half a foot shorter than me.
Good lord.
I mean, they're like bass fish. What do you
Okay.
want?
I mean, still.
12 to 18 inches.
I mean, okay.
That's generous.
Brocker can't exactly Komodo dragon eat this thing. It's damn
Well,
near the size of it.
I don't know.
Agard will be happy to cook him if that's okay. Because he's got some stuff he can throw on him and really char the saliva off of it.
So Agard sets out to cook the fish.
Want me
Brocker's
to
not
do a
waiting.
performance?
Go ahead, do a performance and see how good they are.
Brocker's just grabbing.
Ooh,
one.
18.
18?
16 plus 2.
So yeah, so the fish are cooked really well. They're not blackened, but they're cooked real well. Agard seasons them pretty well as also.
Yeah, they're a
so
lot better than that Finley shit.
That was Falder, not Finley.
That's right, it was full. Well, it's Finley.
Man.
Yeah.
But
my man. Falls
yeah, so you guys have a good breakfast. I'll say it probably takes you guys about a half an hour to cook, eat, and everything before you're able to move on. And at this point, once we move on from camp, it'll be about 9 in the morning.
Yeah.
Can we like save the fish somehow? Like preserve it?
Roll.
You could put it in your bag.
It's not like suspended in there though. It's still gonna like go bad.
No, your bag of holding. It's a vacuum, right? So it's...
Didn't we put a dead body in a bag of holding before and preserved it?
Yeah, basically you're sending it to the astral plane, which is essentially space.
Okay.
So, I mean, right? I mean,
Yeah,
that's how I think
I
of
would
it.
say it.
I mean,
It's
You
not
can't
like
keep something alive, but I
Right.
think it can preserve.
it will decay over time, but
Sure.
not
not
at
as
the
quick,
same
slower
rate.
rate,
Yeah,
okay.
it's much slower.
Okay. Brocco's gonna probably just eat one just on its own.
But now your
That's how
bag's going
it
to smell
goes.
like fish every time you open it.
You know, it's fine.
So, it is 9 in the morning. You guys have had breakfast. You've gotten up. The sun is up high enough to where more than likely, I mean, you still have to look, but the goblins are most likely, and hobgoblins are in the tunnels again.
Well, Billy Brocca had the best idea to explore the north area above north of town.
Mhm.
I'd suggest let's take a wide berth around the city. But-
Brocco's gonna look towards Alfred. Could you lead us there the best you can?
Yeah. When you guys say wide berth, do you just mean like staying away from the city? Like,
Yes.
what would you like?
Yeah, keep away from the city.
Okay.
I think Agard flew over that area, so I'll have a pretty decent idea where we're going.
Is the Wavinium still pulling over there, or is it different now?
I mean, that's what it feels like. It feels like it's in that general direction, but again, it doesn't like necessarily pinpoint it. It just gives me
Right,
an
just feels
area,
like it's in the area.
and then when I get to a certain like proximity is a good word. When I get like around there, I'll feel it as heightened as I can, and I know it's near, but as far as how far away it is, I don't really know.
Well, you just let us know when that heightened sense starts to kick in.
Okay.
We get.
I can do that.
I guess off we go then.
Yep. So Alfred kind of, he's not low to the ground like he was when he kind of like snuck back down, but you do notice he's trying to gingerly step. He's trying not to make a ton of noise. The party, along with Alfred, kind of navigate around around the east side of the town. So as you guys are approaching the town, since you guys were more south, you go to the right and go out around, keep a wide berth. Everybody go ahead and make a perception check.
9.
21.
15. I know, right?
So, as the party is traversing around the city, you guys do pick up some of the banners and that, again, closer to the city with the Clan of the Black Moon symbol on it. As you come around the east side of the city and start to head more towards the north of Evorgos, you start to notice that these banners are now kind of in the woods north of the city. You haven't noticed them all the way around before. And as you approach the first one, you guys notice Alfred kind of freezes for a minute when he sees it.
The banner?
Mm-hmm.
Rocker's just gonna like look at Alfred, then look at the banner, then like just point to it and say, "Do you know who these people are?"
So as you ask him that, you notice Alfred kind of cocked his head to the side too. Like when animals are confused, they kind of look at it. He kind of looks and he says, well, obviously we saw him in town, but why is it in the middle of the woods? That's different for them. Maybe I think we should probably proceed with caution here. I don't know how you guys feel, but this is just I feel like the placement of these is very strange.
They might have this area claimed, either temporarily or permanently.
This is north of town where you felt the stronger pull. Are you feeling a stronger pull now?
I can still feel it, but it doesn't.
Does Agard feel anything? I know he had a little sensitivity to it before, but does Agard feel anything?
Not yet.
Okay. Well, Alfred, perhaps you should go invisible, my friend. And
okay. It's immediately invisible after you say that, and he says, "Okay."
Do you want to, just talking to where he was, do you want to proceed ahead since no one can see you, and we can follow behind, or what are you comfortable with?
Oh, yeah, sure. I can go ahead.
Okay, well, just be very careful. We want to make sure that they didn't set any kind of traps in the woods or anything else.
I know those. Well, I kind of learned my lesson when we were back outside of Guamora. Mm-hmm. Those dryads. I mean, they kind of got the jump on me, and next thing I know, I'm waking up with you guys. With Polyphony there.
If you're not comfortable, then don't proceed.
I'm not sure comfortable is the right word. I'm just scared.
I understand. We'll not be far behind.
Oh, okay.
Scared of this group, or?
I'm a little nervous to scout ahead, just because of the things that have happened to me. I know since we've been to the town, it seems like I haven't been scared, but I was really nervous on the roof of the tavern without you guys near. But I knew you were in the tavern, so I would, if anything happened, you would hear me. But I'm still, it's just scary for me.
Oh, then how about this? You stay invisible. Mm-hmm. I will go ahead and just follow me. You'll be able to see me. Okay.
I won't. I'll stay 10 feet from you.
That's fine. Agard, or he wouldn't say Agard. I am going to change into a form that may fit more. Bad English. Will fit better in the woods. So don't be alarmed. I'm going to change.
Wait, where's the cat?
Following you guys?
Yeah, I was going to
Yeah, I was
assume.
gonna say. Assuming it's just staying with us.
That cat's gonna I don't know, or
Turn into something.
either that or this tribe is gonna find us and be like, "Ooh, food."
Oh no!
And I'll look at the cat and say, "Well, no, I don't. It's fine." No. I wasn't saying that about the cat. I was saying it right. Agar will look down at the cat and say, "Don't be alarmed. I'm going to be something fairly large, and you might be scared of it, but it's just me. Stay close to Kadie and Braca."
Yeah.
And then I'm going to attempt to wild shape into a brown bear.
Oh crap!
So I got to roll on this one.
Can I tell where Alfred is? Since, even though he's invisible.
You can see where his feet are depressing in the ground. You've learned to kind of look for that if he goes invisible.
Braca's just staring
Well,
daggers at wherever
I think you roll
Alfred
first to
thinks-
see if
or
you have to go on
Braca
the table.
thinks Alfred is.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. But why? I thought I rolled a d20. Man, it's been so long.
Yeah,
I've
you
done
roll
this.
a
You
d20.
do, you roll a d20.
Above 10, you have to
Yep.
go off the table.
Oh, that's how. Okay, I don't remember how it works, and I can't pull my thing.
Well,
I rolled a 15.
Oh, then I think 15
Oh,
you're good.
it's
I think under. Yeah.
Yeah,
there you go.
Sorry.
under 10 you roll on the
Don't let me
table,
confuse
over
you.
10.
I didn't
you're
create
good.
it.
Yeah, so 15. So it popped into a brown
I
bear.
was saying, and actually it's 10 and under you roll on the table, 11 and higher you don't.
It's not pulling one here.
So yeah, boop, you turn into a brown bear.
Ooh.
So, and he kind of trots ahead.
The cat kind of pauses for a minute and looks at the bear, and then where the dragon just was that disappeared, and just kind of walks, not away, but just kind of keeps a proximity to the group, but staying its distance.
Sure. Makes sense. Okay, so Agard's walking ahead.
Alright. I want to keep up with them. I just don't want to give ourselves away too much since one's a bear, one's invisible. You want to stay back just a little bit? Give them some space?
Braca looks very clearly annoyed and frustrated. He just has his arms crossed, staring at Alfred. Sure, I don't.
Why is he annoyed?
I know, I'm like,
Because-
what's going on with
so
Braca?
So in Braca's mind, his whole take on dragons, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hearing a dragon say, "I'm afraid," when
Oh.
we've done things
Sure.
that are much more scarier than that.
horrendous.
And for him to say he's afraid,
I got you.
that's
Okay.
why Braca's mad right now.
Oh, okay.
Understandable.
And I think Agard views him as
As a child.
exactly as definitely a dragon, but as a
Yeah,
child.
very
so-
baby
Braca doesn't
dragon.
see the child.
Sure. He just sees-
aspect.
yeah.
He just sees
Makes
a
sense.
dragon.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so
Braca's still pissed that he almost had heart attacks because of Alfred.
Agard
Agard.
has turned into a brown bear,
Are you sure it's Agard though?
and
Yep.
Alfred is now invisible,
Yep.
following about 10 feet behind
That's it.
And
Right there.
We'll be about
Bear Guard.
10
At
feet
the-
behind.
You
where
can
we
tell.
think Alfred would be.
You can tell where Alfred is
Okay.
because you guys have learned to look at the footprints. Because even though he's invisible, he's walking in dirt and on branches and things like that. So things are breaking, and you can see the outline of his claws and his feet as he goes.
So invisibility is apparently not working for this dragon.
Yeah, but you'll
it
catch an
works
arrow
for-
first.
I mean, if he stays still, it'll work. But
Yeah.
Right.
You can see the earth getting flattened.
Right.
Yeah.
You
Well,
can see
but,
his weight
I
kind
mean,
of behind
someone's
his
probably not
steps.
looking like,
Yeah, on
True.
the ground for dragon.
hey, there's a
birds.
bear, look out.
Hey, there's a bear. Those aren't bear tracks.
Oh.
You guys push on into the woods. As the brown bear in front, go ahead and make a perception check.
That is a 16.
As you're kind of entering this wooded area, you do notice another banner made out of the hide with the same symbol. And you start to hear strange noises. That sounds like drums off in the distance.
It is daytime, right? Just to be clear?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Doesn't mean there's not a party down below.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, can I figure out where the drums are coming from?
Make an investigation check to figure out the direction that they're coming from.
Nope.
What did you roll?
I choose not to say.
Did you roll a 1?
Yes.
Fair.
Isn't that the fiery bamboozled?
I got fresh sushi on my belly. I'm not eating anything else right now.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat.
You get to clean it up.
Oh, no, I'm good. Good.
So, Agar kind of pauses and mentions the drums that he's hearing.
No,
That means
I
a
don't.
bear.
But, oh, that's true.
I sit up on my fat
my
bear belly,
goodness.
and I'm like,
He's like,
and I bear
So-
necessity.
There you go. You just blew it.
Hey,
Just like that roll.
exactly.
Um,
wow.
you guys are traversing through the woods. Agard is in bear form, can hear some drums, but can't necessarily figure out where it's coming from. Agard feels like it's echoing all around him.
I feel that in bear form, I can turn around on everyone and just cock my head and put a paw up by my ear, and they would, I don't know if they would figure out what I mean, but like I hear something.
Can I do an insight check?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Roll an insight check to see if you can.
5.
Does Alfred hear anything?
Alright, can I just see if I just straight up hear anything?
Yeah, I know. We got insight, but we got ears too.
Well, yeah, but what
That
was
was
your insight?
5.
4.
Oh.
I think
Three, two,
there's something
one,
wrong with his
Jesus.
ear.
So you guys
You're
are
just
kind
doing
of
this
But I
to
got a
me.
nat
I was
20
like,
for perception of what's going on around me.
okay. Let's calm down here, okay? I will still give you that, but wait a minute. So Agard in bear form turns around and starts kind of like messing with his ear.
This was like a fly or
You-
something. What is he doing? Trying to itch his ear?
And as you kind of looking at that and you kind of hone in on it, and you're looking at Agard's ear, you start to kind of look around and make a perception check.
Do I have to re-roll?
No.
That's my first nat 20 in a
17.
while.
17.
And I don't want to get
So
it
you
away.
both rolled high enough. You guys start to hear the drum noise. And while at first you didn't understand what Agard was trying to talk about, you guys can kind of put the pieces together that he was trying to tell you to listen now. So it took you a minute to realize what it was with your insight, but you guys eventually pieced it together, and now you can hear the drum noises as well. If you would like to make an investigation check, tell the general direction, go ahead.
16.
Ugh, 10.
So 12 or better.
That was in bear form.
Yeah.
So 12 or better was what I was looking for. So Braca, you're able to narrow down the direction of the sound, and you know that it's kind of northeast from you guys. You have to push further into the woods and a little bit more to the right.
Okay. Could I tell if it's surface level or if it's...
You can just tell the direction. It is faint. It's not extremely
Okay.
loud.
Okay.
So
I'll just say it's in the northeast. Just have to keep going further and we'll reach it.
Is that further away from town?
It would be. Town's south of us right now.
So, weren't we just going to go north of the
We are though.
town?
We are north of town. I'm not. This isn't a bit. I'm sorry. Are you doing role playing? I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said it. I thought
Come
you were just
on,
asking.
bear.
I thought you were just asking. I'm sorry.
No, we're still going north of town. We're just kind of veering off.
Okay. I guess I just thought we were just going to go to the north of the area of town and not, proceed further because we were going to check that area out. But that's okay. I'm fine with what we're doing. I just don't know what we're getting into.
Well, as soon as we locate the source of this sound, I'm sure we'll probably leave and assess the situation further after that.
Yeah.
And hopefully not run into a whole encampment of goblins and hobgoblins.
I just had the biggest yawn. I'm so sorry. I couldn't stop it.
The face was like, what's happening? Okay, so then
we're just continuing.
Bearguard's going to keep heading in the direction that Braca.
So Agard and Bearform and Alfred, invisible, continue to kind of trudge through the trees with Kadie and Braca in tow. You guys make it about 5-10 minutes of travel. Jeez.
We're narrowing down the map here.
Right?
You make it a square.
You guys make it about 5-10 minutes further into the woods. And the sound has gotten a little louder, but it still sounds muffled. You can make a perception check to look around the area, or you can make an investigation check to try to continue to follow the noise.
And nat 20.
I will take nat 20 for investigation.
Yes.
Is yours investigation too?
Sure, I don't want to deviate away from the group.
You can choose whichever one. Like I said, you can choose. Perception is to look around you. Investigation would be follow the sound. So what would you like to do? Okay.
Agard got an 18 for investigation.
Okay. So you guys are able to continue to follow the sound with 2 nat 20s and an 18. Extremely high. You travel for another about 10 minutes. So you're about 30 minutes north of town at this point. And Alfred kind of looks at you guys and he's like, I think the stronger pull is slightly behind us. It started to get smaller, but and he kind of looks through the trees. You guys can't really see him looking. But he says, I think I can see movement up ahead.
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
In bear form, I do have keen smell.
Okay.
So I get advantage on a perception check on anything that would require smell.
Okay.
Can I do that?
Before you do that,
Yes.
Alfred, knowing he's invisible, and you guys can't necessarily see what direction he is, he takes a claw and reaches out and carves in the ground an arrow in the direction that he thinks the pull is as he says it, but then he turns and carves another one when he's talking about, I think I see movement ahead, pointing in the direction of movement. And you do see that the arrow that he draws is pointing back where you guys came from for the feeling of the stone, but the arrow for movement it's kind of a little more northwest from your current direction, but it's pointed through the trees.
What sort of movement do you see?
I don't know. Don't take offense by this, but they look like little humanoids in that direction. I can't really make it out. There's a lot of trees in the way. I just keep seeing movement over there, but it doesn't seem like, I don't know. I don't feel like they're looking in this direction, but I can't tell.
Probably goblins then. We'll probably ready ourselves for action then. If there's movement up ahead. The pool is back there. It's underground then. How long ago did you start feeling the pool? Did you just now start feeling it, or just a little bit ago?
It started fading probably a minute or so ago, but I kind of thought it was going to come back. I wasn't really sure. It just kind of felt like it didn't go away completely. It just doesn't feel as strong as it did.
Could you take us back
to
the point where it felt the strongest?
Sure. He's going to kind of turn around a little and walks back for about a minute, and he kind of stops and he goes, This is about where I started feeling it the strongest, and it started to fade a little. And you guys are just in the middle of the woods.
Okay. Brock is gonna. Brock is gonna like take like a vial, and just like. I mean, I don't think a vial would be noticeable in the ground. He'll put a crossbow bolt, or just like a bolt. Yeah, I think he has crossbow bolts. Yeah, crossbow bolt just like into it, like in a tree, just in a nearby tree. And
Okay.
Could he put like a bolt on the like back end, or not a bolt, a vial on the back end of the bolt?
Yeah. How do you want to fasten it to it?
Oh, I mean, I was just gonna like put it like the vial, like the hole in the vial, just put it on the end of the crossbow bolt.
Sure.
He'll do that just as a marker.
on the back of the bolt?
Yeah.
Yep. And you just stick it in the ground?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna assume that it's just underground. Somewhere underground right here. I'm gonna ignore what you're doing.
That was just visual aid.
Yeah. We wanted to make sure that we understood that the vial goes over the arrow.
Yeah.
So Alfred's kind of standing there, and he kind of looks at you, and he goes, "So, are we headed back towards the drums, or?"
For now, yes.
Okay. I guess let's head that way then.
What are you so afraid of?
Well, I don't want to let you guys down, and I feel like I got attacked when we were exploring the tree area, and I feel like I didn't do a good enough job helping you out and like scouting ahead. I got captured. I can't scout ahead if I get captured.
Rocco's just he's gonna have this whole conversation just like intricate. Well, things happen. It's not always your fault. You got captured, sure. I did too. I'm still here. We got out okay. You're afraid of letting us down? If you do, it's whatever.
I felt really bad knowing that one of you got hurt and I couldn't do anything to help.
Well, it wasn't just one.
Well, yeah, but you guys are helping me with something that I've lost, and I don't want anybody to get hurt or lose their life for my mistake. So, and you guys are all, like I said, everybody I've met has been so mean towards dragons and not liked us, and you guys are kind of the first people outside of my own kind, my own dragons, and even my own family to not be dicks.
Well.
At this point, Agard is going to look back and go, "Ooh," and turn his head kind of dramatically back towards the direction and start walking.
He's so impatient.
He's a dog with a bone. I mean, once it's... And then, yeah.
Brago just say, well, let's just walk and talk.
Okay.
You shouldn't be if you let us down or someone down, just do better in the future. That's all you can do. You're gonna disappoint people at some point in your life. Just all you can do is just do better in the future.
I know. I just felt like it was my fault the stones were here. I just felt like a lot had gone wrong, and I just felt like I haven't really done much right.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing it because these stones are gonna hurt people eventually. So I don't want these innocent people to get hurt. I'm not doing it for you or your people.
Well, yeah, that's why I feel bad that they got here, because they could hurt people.
Well, and you're working to fix your mistake. So just look at it that way, instead of being all upset about it.
You're right.
All we can do is learn from our mistakes and just keep trying to do better.
Don't get me wrong. You made a pretty big dumb one, but we're working better. We're working at it currently.
He wasn't this opinionated before.
I feel like as you said that, you just hear a bear growl ahead.
Agard is trying to figure out how to go shh with bear lips.
I know.
You're walking up on drums.
Well, I mean, the drums are overpowering.
I'm not saying anything bad against them. I'm just saying Agard. You guys keep going.
Okay. Brock is just gonna say, we all can count on you. I mean, you've done good by us so far. I think.
Thank you.
That's a high compliment. All right, let's.
A little backhanded. So far.
I mean,
I'm anticipating you fuck it up really bad.
well, that's Brock.
I know. I'm not saying. Listen, you guys do.
He's not a glass half full type of guy.
He's a leave my damn glass alone kind of guy.
All of a sudden, after you say that, you kind of feel it, like the tail kind of like wrap around and just kind of give you a little hug. You can't see it. You just feel it.
Gross.
I'm gonna slap it away.
You get hugged by an invisible dragon tail? Like that.
Oh my god.
Brock is then gonna say, have some pride in yourself. You're a dragon.
I mean,
You remember that, right? You're draconian.
Yeah, but again, some dragons are dicks.
And you're
like the people.
You're still a dragon. You're a powerful force of nature.
Yeah, you really do gotta start believing in yourself just a little bit more.
Okay, I'll try.
But you're doing great. You're doing great. Let's figure out what's going on here.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, well, sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh, Agard's been walking. He's just like we'll catch up. He's just doing a slow bear trot through the woods. You guys do your thing.
Yeah, when we catch up, I'll say that.
We'll catch up. So,
Should I try to smell something?
the whole conversation probably took about 5 minutes to actually walk and talk. And during that time, Agard is doing his best to ignore the conversation and sniff out whatever is making those drum sounds. So go ahead and roll.
Got a nose for crime.
Oh my
Go ahead and roll with advantage.
That is
First original K-Bear.
hey, that's going to be a dirty 20.
What was the first one? It's disadvantage.
Why is it?
I'm just kidding.
Oh
No, it's not. You said advantage. I'm like, fuck you, it's not. The first one was a shit.
I know, but the first one you went, oh.
Yeah. I was like, it can only hopefully get better.
So,
Dirty 20.
dirty 20. You start to...
Just for effect.
Nice.
Right.
That's a free one.
It's a free one. You start to smell an odor that reminds you of what you smelt in town when you went into the tavern.
Okay. There be goblins.
Are you continue going forward?
Agard would stop and I guess wait for others to get close. What's the what are we walking on right now? Like,
They're close to you. You guys are walking on like what's it called? Is it underbrush? Like the branches that fell and
but like a ground that
yeah,
I can try
it's
to
like ground. It's like a forest floor.
Okay. So as best as Bear Agard can, he's going to point with a paw forward and then try to, I guess, what do we do?
Draw in the dirt.
Thanks. I'm trying to think of what he would draw. He's going to try to draw a goblin? Or
just put your hand over your nose. There you go.
The moon.
yeah, but you're giving me stuff, but I gotta what Agard would think of. So, in common, whatever a G is, and for goblin.
Agard knows how to spell?
Yeah.
I don't know. It was a question.
Agard knows how to spell. Remember that one. Do dragons know draconian?
Oh my god.
Seeing the G in the ground, could Braca just kind of determine that it's the only thing of importance that would be related to a G is goblin?
Everyone else can roll an insight check.
Okay.
No.
10.
She thinks it means good.
So while Kadie thinks that...
Every time I do shit, you guys roll.
It's a 4.
Bullshit
I'm
insights.
sorry.
While Kadie thinks that Agard is mentioning Goodberry
Oh.
I would point forward and
with the G.
Yeah.
She's looking at the
She rolled a
bushes
4,
and the
you're
G.
right.
She's like,
You're right.
Goodberry?
Why Goodberry? I said good. Like, good. Like, okay, let's go this way.
Hey, it's the DM's world. We just live in it.
Hey, you rolled a 4.
Wow.
Hey, don't remember it's
He made Kadie real stupid.
Oh, yeah, it's March. Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
So, Braca, you with a 10, because you're going to be mad. I made it easy, so I decided at 10 and above.
Oh.
So, Braca, with your roll, you kind of piece it together, and Braca's like, well, the only real thing in common that we've come across with a G is goblins at this moment, so... And you kind of turn your head a little, looking at Agard.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna say goblin.
And I put my palm in my nose. It's like yeah, you got it.
Bad,
Oh.
Yeah.
Bad smell or smells like goblin. Okay, I realized I asked a multiple choice question. Both or
Agard turns around and starts walking forward again.
well,
Jesus Christ.
probably both. Who knows? I can't interpret wild animals.
Don't ask wild animals multiple choice questions.
I was going to say, my favorite thing is the fact that wasn't just Reggie, that was also Braca, like, oh, I realized I asked a multiple choice question. This is where we're going to end this week's episode. The party has found their way north of Evorgos and marked a spot with a crossbow bolt for the strongest pull that Alfred felt from the purple Wavinium, and are now following the sounds of drums in the distance. Thank you to all our friends and fellow adventurers for taking this journey with us. We really do appreciate each and every one of you. A special thank you to our Patreon subscribers who have helped us raise funds to continuously up the production quality. If you're interested in becoming a Patreon member, check out the link in the episode description, and while you're there, if you haven't already, please go like and follow the members of our cast as well. Now, onto a more serious note. Sometimes, life doesn't cooperate with us the way we hope that it will. With that being said, it is with a heavy heart that I inform our listeners that Connor Joyner will be stepping away from the podcast indefinitely. Everyone here at Cocked, a Real Play RPG, wishes he and his family the best, and we hope to see him again, at least as a guest, to appear at the table soon. Tune in next week to see what the party finds as they approach the sounds of the drums in the distance. So, God, we spiral into fucking rabbit hole.
You guys sure do.
Oh. Okay, Bean Boozled.
Hey, we haven't done that in a while. Anyway, here we go.
Where's your good berries?
We're there. We're north of town.
Get your good berries. We made it to north of town.
It sounds like Kadie really wants one of those Bean Boozled.
No.
Ooh, on top of sushi, that'd be cool.
No, please, it's going to be dead fish.
Yeah.